What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle McCue, and here we talk about marathon training. And today I'm going to be kind of creating and taking you on a runner's weekend, a complete knockoff, I guess, in terms of the titling of Kafuzi's weekend videos. But I filmed throughout my trip to Missouri over the weekend. I got a 5.7 miler in on Friday and then a 16 miler on a really cool renovated old rail trail out there. So sit back and hopefully you enjoy some of the footage, and let me take you on my runner's weekend to Missouri. So this trip started out on a Thursday. We flew out of Albany to BWI. Baltimore Airport freaking rocks for food selections. We got some Chipotle. I promise you there's something there for you if you're ever going through BWI. And had a layover there, went on to St. Louis. Both flights, I can say I was lucky enough to get aisle seats. Southwest, you never really know, but we had a good system organized for it. And me, I'm an aisle seat person. I don't know about you, but that's me. And then landed in St. Louis, and then we actually rented a car and drove 2 hours to Columbia, which was our final destination. My fiance's younger sister is graduating from veterinary school, has since graduated. So that was kind of the purpose for the whole trip. Thursday, a whole travel day, basically, 2 flights, a bit of a car ride. I was totally just dozing off by the end of the day. Yeah, we feasted. I think we even stopped at like an Applebee's. Yeah, we stopped at an Applebee's for dinner. And that night we just totally passed out, got some sleep, prepared for an early run the next morning. Friday morning started out early with a nice 6-mile run. Well, the goal was 6 miles, but we ended up doing 5.7 because what I mapped out just wasn't quite good enough in terms of the mileage. It was a beautiful morning, warm temperatures. I was just in a t-shirt and shorts, but it was still early enough. Got up around 6 o'clock. So, back roads, pretty quiet. Was running around the whole area. And then when I got back to the neighborhood, I did a couple loops, just kind of repeating a couple hills, which ended up being kind of fun, throwing in some hills, a little bit of subconscious speed work in there. It was kind of funny because one of the neighborhood people were sitting out on their porch and they saw me go by a couple times, and he eventually yelled to me on the third loop of the neighborhood. And he was just like, have you run Agony Hill yet? And I was like, nah, I don't know what Agony Hill is. Sounds awful. And he was like, just keep on going up, go down a really big hill. That's Agony Hill. Turn around, go back up. And so based on those instructions, I believe I did Agony Hill multiple times in this neighborhood. So yeah, got some good climbing in, and it was a really great morning just to, kick things off before everyone else woke up. Best part about this run was when I got back, little Ralph, he was just waiting for me in pure curiosity. That's the kitty cat. I'm pretty allergic to cats. He seemed to understand that. We kept our distance from each other, but a really cute cat. Yeah, 5.7 in the books on Friday. The day continued. We had a couple hours before the actual graduation ceremony, so we went for a little bit of an exploratory adventure to find this huge bur oak, is what they call it. It's just an oak tree. There's a giant oak tree in the middle of a field in Columbia. Yeah, I think it's even more impressive because it's in the middle of a giant field, and it has been struck by lightning like a million times. There's a little, QR code that you can scan and get some more information on it. But it was it was a beautiful day. We got to do a little bit of exploring. Obviously, after that, everyone had to get ready for the actual graduation ceremony. It was a beautiful day, tons of pictures. We went and feasted at a local restaurant that we actually commandeered some reservations for. You don't really need to know all that because I don't have any pictures of dinner. But yeah, enjoyed some dinner and actually got back, and we thought the day was kind of over. But this was when people were starting to post pictures of the northern lights being seen at different places in North America. And we actually drove back out to the field with the great oak. Makes me think of the great Deku tree from Zelda. The bur oak, we drove back out there along with 3,000 other people had the same idea, and just parked out in a field, and we got some okay views. Obviously cameras kind of enhance everything, so it didn't look as good in person as the couple of photos that did get, because I could do kind of a long exposure with the iPhone. But yeah, still was pretty cool. And that was kind of the last actual activity of Saturday. Saturday morning, we were up early, 5 a.m., did as close to the long run routine as possible. Cup of coffee real early, toast, peanut butter, half a banana, a little bit of honey on there, went to the bathroom, changed, body glide, But yeah, we headed out to the Katy Trail, which is a trail that runs, east to west across Missouri, and I believe quite a bit further. It's a renovated like rail trail, but it was a really great place to run. It was all compact like clay. I had a 16 miler planned. It was pretty warm and sunny. Obviously we nailed it in terms of getting the 16 in because we did an out and back, so I had to. I was running with Emily's dad, Gary. He got a bike that he kind of fixed up. He actually unhooked the back brakes on it because they were kind of rubbing against the back wheel. They're a bit too tight, so he just kind of unhooked it and was just flying out there. But he joined me on that, so it was great. We had conversation the whole time. We were talking. I'd say I tapered off in terms of conversation towards the end, but overall, talking the whole time. Built up to about 10 miles. I think started probably about 9:15, 9:30s, got to around 8-minute pace, and then hung out there for the 6. Was definitely feeling the knee, but overall fitness and everything was good. Hydration was good, fueled, nutrition, took a gel every 4 miles. And yeah, it was, for being a pretty hard workout, it was one of those ones that just kind of executed well, felt good, beautiful day, and even saw a bald eagle about halfway through the run, which was pretty cool. Post-run, shower, changed, went and got a monstrous burrito at kind of it was just like a local kind of Mexican chain, similar to kind of like a Chipotle, but it was awesome. Thank goodness it was there because I really needed the calories. And got back, ate the burrito, hung out for a little bit, but then we all went for kind of a group hike at a nearby, I'm gonna say it's a state park. I actually don't know, can't remember. But it was pretty cool. They had kind of creeks running through it, a bunch of trails, and we went through like this kind of created cave. That was pretty cool. But overall, I was just happy with, not cramping up the whole time, because going from a pretty hard workout to going out and spending more time in the sun, going for a hike, it's good for the muscles. Everything going for the walk and the hike felt really good afterwards, but it was definitely a little bit difficult in the moment. So only thing I would really add to Saturday is that I slept like an absolute baby that night. We had to get up early on Sunday for traveling, so we just crashed with Emily's parents in the hotel room. And even though it was kind of a new place to sleep and we've been traveling for a couple days now, slept like an absolute baby. I was so tired. Woke up early on Sunday, and that was pretty much travel day the whole day. 2-hour drive back to St. Louis, and then a couple flights. We actually had a layover in Tampa, so a little bit different. We got some Greek food on the layover. It was okay. I will say the Tampa airport was kind of fun because it was more open. The gate we were at was way more like open rather than kind of tunnels. So positive to you, Tampa. So yeah, that was kind of my runner's weekend. Obviously making do with the footage I did get. We are 2 weeks now from Buffalo, so this was kind of just polishing off my last long run, my last kind of harder miles. We'll be throwing in less miles in these 2 weeks, but we'll still do some quick ones. No true all out long runs anymore. And yeah, stay tuned because we've been doing, about 5.5 months of training now, and I'm very much ready to see how I do at the 26.2. It's been a long time, and I'm excited to give it a good go. And I think Buffalo is going to be a really good course to test it out. This is a good moment. We have been recording weekly episodes, podcast episodes to the Pain Cave Chronicles. That is myself and 2 of my friends, Cody and Sean. They're both training and running the Buffalo. Sean's running the full with me, and Cody has dropped down to the half due to an injury. But we chat through everything like tenfold when it comes to training, how we're feeling, mentality, what we're doing throughout the week, all the little cross training things, sauna, swimming. So yeah, if you want to check that out, I'll make sure to link it down in the description. And aside from that, enjoy yourselves out there. Enjoy the runs. Stay tuned for, we're getting close to the race. And yeah, peace, guys. Ooh.